because otherwise there's no way without using a rotor to get um, maximum efficiency out of them. So if I were to, let's see, everything should still be clear here. So let me go into my base here and, oops, pull up my rotor. So I've only got one. So if I reverse it here, it's going to come out to the 90-degree mark. And pretty much once we get to about 5 degrees, that's when we lose our fourth bar. So just as it becomes almost flush, we're going to lose that fourth bar. And there, we just lost it. So the only way I've found to get maximum efficiency is to use a rotor and rotate this by, well, it doesn't have to be 45 degrees, but since I'm kind of doing everything else with 45 degrees, I might as well. So let me just go ahead and turn that back now. So it's set at one limit is 45 and the other one is 90. So here, as soon as it turns a little bit, we're going to pick up that fourth bar. Yeah, so that's how you can get maximum efficiency out of these, so that you don't have to build as many, because they really don't produce a lot of power. But if you look here at the solar panels, right now at maximum efficiency, they're getting 112 kilowatts. So between 4 of them, we're at, almost 450 kilowatts. And that's really good. That's really good for the solar panels. If you were to look at, let's see, this one doesn't have any solar panels. So if we look at the reactor, there's a small reactor. It's putting out 5 megawatts. But again, this is a small reactor on a large station. And the large reactor puts out 100 megawatts. So here we're getting a little over 100 kilowatts. But if you don't have 4 bars, you only get like 72, I think it is. So it's quite a difference. And then of course, that way, if something happens to the rest of my power, I've at least got something to back it up to hopefully be able to respawn in. And welder, there we go. And I ended up taking off all my landing gear because I'm tired of my landing gear blowing up. You see the places where the landing gear used to be. Hopefully they'll get that fixed soon. So I'm going to go ahead and hopefully not get hit by rocks. And let's go ahead and start filling in some of this. I really like the shadows. The way they do the lighting in this game, you can see the shadow of my other ship right there. I can't see the shadow of the stone falling out the back, but that's pretty cool. You can see it. And if I had the drills running, you'd be able to see them spinning. In fact, where do we go? If I go to here, and I could actually turn on one of the drills so you can see that. So you can see the drill in the shadow turning. I gotta go back in and turn it off. Oh, there you go. I love this game. Growing up, I dreamt of being an astronaut. But I'm an older guy, so that's just the way it goes. This is the closest I'm ever going to get to being an astronaut, I think. So here I'm using a little bit of, yeah, they are. Here I'm using a little bit of what some might call an exploit. I wouldn't call it a cheat, because there are other ways to do it, but you'll notice, like right now, I actually don't have any weapons selected. Let me go and turn that off real quick. If you go into your G menu here, normally you would go to weapons and tools and choose what you wanted. Hey, that's good, but which version? So this one here is my welder. So I don't know why it had grinder listed. There's no grinder on here. But so here I'm using it, and it's just like using a weapon or your regular tool. You hold the button down, and it works. Well, if you go into your inventory while you're doing that, and then let go of the button, and then come out of your inventory, then it will continue to function. And so it basically lets you leave it on, but there's a big advantage to doing it this way. So I don't know if they're going to take this out. Right now I would call it more of a feature. But right now, if I were to hop out of my ship, the tools stop operating. But if I were to go in and make a group, say, of welders, and call it, just welders, then I could go into this menu and go into groups. Yeah, I think the Next Generation was one of my favorites. So here I've got welders. I can move that down to toggle on and off. So now if I press that, they're going to be on. And if I hop out of my ship, they'll still be on and they could kill me. And they'll be on until somebody turns them off. So that's kind of a nice feature, because I've had... I used to use them as a group to turn them on with my drill, and then someone was chatting with me, and I forgot to hit the enter key before typing, because like with Minecraft you hit T or the slash. With other games you may have a different key that, like if you play source games like Gmod or Left 4 Dead, you hit Y or U depending on whether you want to chat to your team or everybody. And so I accidentally started typing without having the chat window open, and I got out of my ship and my drills were running, and of course they chewed me up real quick, because they're right in front of the cockpit there, and I didn't have a remote control on my ship yet. So I had to actually, while after I respawned, my mole is still sitting there drilling, I had to basically come up behind it and access an interface port like a connector and turn off all the reactors so that I could get it back into my ship, because otherwise it was just going to sit there and keep drilling until basically one of the drills broke. And so you got to be careful with that. There's another kind of cool thing is, this is my my welder, and I've got a grinder ship, and my grinder ship is kind of based off the same design. No, I can't say that I do it for a living, because I don't have enough viewers. So with streaming something that this is basically my third stream. So it's new to me, but I've been doing YouTube for about a year. Mostly Minecraft, but I've also done some 7 Days to Die and Gary's Mod, Left 4 Dead, stuff like that. I do a lot of collaborations with a group of people, and then a little bit solo. And no, it's not easy for the average person to make a living on YouTube. I can tell you that I've been doing it for about a year, and I get about $90 a month. So, and you don't actually get paid unless you have $100 in your in your account. So I get paid basically every other month, and I get about $160. So um, if things were to work out, I would certainly be interested in making more money doing this. But right now, I do it because I enjoy it, and yeah, an extra $80 to $100 is nice when you want to buy a new component for your computer or something. Mostly, it's for the enjoyment. And interacting with other people, like you guys here. I would, if you weren't watching my stream, we would never interact. So um, it's it's just a way to kind of socialize and have fun. I mean, like right now, I'm welding. You know, Obviously, the welding is not the entertainment that you're here enjoying. It's our interaction. So that's kind of the biggest part right now at this point. Yeah, I mean it certainly doesn't hurt, um, but it's not going to pay. It's not going to pay the rent. It's not going to make your. It's not even a car payment. You know. Um, I look at some of the young, what I consider to be young kids that are out there making a lot of money, and they don't really know what to do with their money. So hopefully they get some good advice, get themselves a financial advisor to help them with that. I can't imagine what you would do if all of a sudden you quit YouTube and that was your money. I mean, the interesting thing is it's what we call residual income, in that I make a video and for the next I don't know 5 years I could make $5 a day off of it. So over a long period of time, it may be worth a decent amount of money, but it's not worth. I mean, you don't get all of it all at once. So, I suppose even if, like right now, if someone like PewDiePie quit YouTube, he would have enough money in views to probably keep him well for a significant amount of time. But so when you guys are interested, feel free to come on to the server here, or like I mentioned before, we also have Minecraft. We have what I think three Minecraft servers: survival, creative, and a Feed the Beast server. So if you're into playing Feed the Beast, just using the launcher there, or the survival server is all based off of plugins. Yeah, exactly. It's like what it's like I used to be Sky Does Minecraft or something. What, you put that on your resume? You know? I don't know. That's just what goes through my mind.